First pitch you'll see from Robinson's cranked down towards left center field. Back goes Lipsy, and it gets over his head. Kelly rounding first. He's on his way to second. That ball not been fielded yet. Kelly on his way to third as well. He's coming in. He'll get in with a stand-up triple. The third triple we've seen in this game for both sides. Second from the Nittany Lions. It's a leadoff triple. 0-2 on the way, and that one's hit out towards short. Jay Harry, a jumping catch for the out. Harry had to leap up towards his right side. That was a hard-hit ball, and what a defensive effort from Jay Harry for out number 2. 1-1 on the way to Bramley. Hits that one out towards shallow right field. Graveline coming in. He'll let that one go on one hop for base hit. Rounding third is Kelly. He'll come in to score. Hannon gets over to third. It's an RBI single from Thomas Bramley as Penn State gets its 9th hit on the day. It's now 15-3 Nittany Lions. A couple innings ago, the first pitch, Hill sees me hit hard out towards right field. Graveline racing back. He's on the warning track. He'll jump and make the grab for out number 3. That one had danger written all over it, but Jay Harry retired on a phenomenal hit out towards right field off the catch by Matthew Graveline. Josh McAllister looking to keep the game alive. He goes first pitch swinging out towards right center field. Kelly still chasing in on it. It'll be Piacentino to make the grab, and that's all she wrote at Medler Field. The Nittany Lions able to record their first conference series sweep of the season, and it came with a dominant offensive effort, a 10-run fourth inning to cap off a 15-3 win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. On Little League Day here at Medler Field, Penn State living up to the task, scoring 12 runs off just 5 hits heading into the bottom of the 5th inning as Ohio State heads back into the bullpen. Blaine Robinson warming up for the Ohio State Buckeyes, the 4th pitcher they've used so far in their 5th inning right now. Logan Bourandas switching over on play-by-play alongside my broadcast partner, Aiden Torok. And Aiden, tell us a little bit more about Blaine Robinson.
Blaine Robinson, a little Shohei Ohtani action, lefty reliever right now, but he's also a hitter too. Played first base, redshirt junior from Ohio. He's appeared 30 games last year. He was mostly the team's DH, while also appearing 6 games at first base. But he's now also a lefty reliever coming into this game, trying to add some stability to this bullpen that's been rough.
He'll face 9-1-2 to start out the Penn State lineup. It'll be Taven Kelly leading things off for the Nittany Lions. Kelly 0 for 2 so far, reached on an error in the last inning of the 4th. First pitch you'll see from Robinson's cranked down towards left center field. Back goes Lipsy, and it gets over his head. Kelly rounding first. He's on his way to second. That ball not been fielded yet. Kelly on his way to third as well. He's coming in. He'll get in with a stand-up triple. The third triple we've seen in this game for both sides. Second from the Nittany Lions. It's a leadoff triple to lead off the day for Penn State in the bottom of the 5th.
Penn State, they walked a couple times at the bottom of the 4th. This inning, though, showing off the bat. Taven Kelly get him on a ride. Deepest ball of the ballpark to 410. Between the left and center fielder. Great hitting there by Taven Kelly. He's been all over the base pass this afternoon.
Now runner on third coming up for Kyle Hannon. Hannon had that other triple earlier on in the day for Penn State. He cuts on and misses the first pitch from Robinson. As it's been a very fun day offensively for Penn State, already matching the hit total they had in the last inning in the 4th.
Kyle Hannon.
0-1 coming for Hannon. He fouls that one into the netting.
That triple, like you said, from Kyle Hannon was a rope down the line into the corner. Couldn't really field it clean by Graveline. Hannon, though, with his speed, they had no chance of throwing him out at third.
Hannon in an 0-2 hole against Robinson. Pitch on the way from him, and Hannon hits that one high out towards right center field. Graveline coming in. He'll let Kern field that one for the out. Kelly on his way, tagging up from third. He'll reach home safely as Penn State tacks on another run off the sacrifice fly from Kyle Hannon, and it's now a 13-3 Penn State lead.
Just really good situational hitting to Penn State. All day they've not really chased, not really gone into the strike zone. And right there, not doing too much is Kyle Hannon, already up by 9 runs, running on third, no out. Just got to put the ball in play, put it into the air, and gets the runner home.
That'll bring up Thomas Bramley, who's had a very interesting day at the plate. He's 1 for 2 so far, could have easily been 2 for 2. His first hit went off the starting pitcher in Jenkins. First pitch he'll see from Robinson goes right down the middle for strike number 1. It's Bramley, a .346 hitter so far this season. Been hitting at the number 2 spot most of the season. Close to a 500 on base percentage. The 0-1 going to be hit foul. That'll go out of play along the left field line.
Thomas Bramley filling in for taking Matt Wood's role Matt Wood was the superstar of this team a year ago.
0-2 on the way from Robinson to Bramley. Goes well outside for a ball. And, yeah, that's been a tough job that Penn State's had to fill. Matt Wood, the highest drafted position player in the MLB, going 4th round of Milwaukee Brewers. 1-2 on the way to Bramley. He grounds that one out towards second, but short. McAllister has trouble fielding that one, and Bramley makes it to first safely. It's a routine ground ball hit to McAllister. Now the 4th error for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and that one, Aiden, maybe the worst of them all.
There's just no way to cut it. Ohio State has played sloppy today. 4 errors, has walked the entire ballpark. That was a routine ground ball, as you said. McAllister should have fielded that cleanly. He got it in his hands, bobbled it on the way to first, and just couldn't get the throw over.
All 4 errors have come against the middle infield for Ohio State, and a second error on McAllister. The first one he gave up to the man at the plate right now in Jay Harry. First pitch he sees is well high.
Jay Harry's hit the ball well today. And one of those errors from Casimir came off the bat from Jay Harry, hit the ball sharply to shortstop, and Casimir got ate up there in that ball.
Harry 0 for 3 nonetheless, the 1-0 to him. He checks his swings and he called strike regardless. Upper part of the zone.
Another ball he hit well today was right field. Graveline made a great diving catch near the right field corner. Jay Harry, like you said, is 0-3. Nothing to show for it, but has made some sharp contact.
Bramley, a short lead off at first. The 1-1, he checks his swing. Looks like he got a piece of that one as it hits the netting. It'll go foul. Or they call it a ball, actually. It gets called a ball on the scoreboard. So it looks like it'll be 2-1 on the count. I think now they're going to ask for a switch on the scoreboard and say 1-2. So my initial thoughts were right. Oh, now it's 3-1 on the scoreboard. They got to fix it a little bit. So 1-2 count to Robinson. Harry checks his swing again. That one going to miss the zone this time, and the count now even at 2 as the scoreboard's still trying to figure itself out, and now it does.
Jay Harry going with the old school no batting gloves look.
It's worked for him on the year, hitting .320 so far with 6 home runs, probably his best power season on the year. Infield shaded right, the 2-2. Harry tries to check his swing again, and it goes outside, and Harry holds up. Last season, Jay Harry had 5 home runs, so already eclipsing that total. Also has 11 doubles this season. Full count pitch on the way to Harry. He chops that one high out towards left field. Lipsy has to come racing in, and that'll drop in for a base hit. So that one stayed high, but Lipsy had a late break on that one, and it's a single for Jay Harry, his first on the day.
Lipsy totally misread that ball. That was a routine fly ball to left field. Lipsy should have had that. Late break. That ball falls in front of the left fielder. That's going to be another base hit for Penn State. They have 7. They have 13 runs. Been a sloppy defensive game for Ohio State. That's not going to be an error in the scorecard, but that definitely should have been fielded cleanly.
That'll bring up Johnny Piacentino's also had a rough day, 0 for 3, had a couple tough breaks. First pitch he sees is going to go inside for ball number 1, and Johnny Piacentino, one of the 5 hitters in this Penn State lineup to bat twice in the 4th inning. He reached on an error and flew out in those at-bats. 1-0 to come to Johnny P. Chops that one short out towards the third baseline. It hooks foul. Swinging bunt doesn't stay in the zone. And Johnny Piacentino's had a rough month. He got injured on a diving catch out at center field on April 2nd against the Indiana Hoosiers in Game 3 of that series. Didn't return until earlier this week. Hit a grand slam upon his return. One of the better hitters in this Penn State lineup. And they've been producing at the plate since he's come back. The 1-1 coming to him. Chopped out towards the left side, and that scroots into left field for a base hit. Rounding third as Bramley's on his way home. The throw to home going to be cut off. It's an RBI single for Johnny Piacentino, and it just keeps coming for the Penn State Nittany Lions, up 14-3.
That's what happens when you don't play good defense. It just leads to more hits, a prolonged inning. Ohio State should be out of this inning if McAllister fields that ball cleanly at second, and left fielder Lipsy makes a good jump on that ball in the left field. But instead, 2 more runners come across. It's 14 runs for Penn State, and this game's got out of hand fast.
And now the man with the biggest hit arguably at the plate in Bobby Marsh hit a 3-run home run last inning. His one and only hit on the day. The first pitch he'll see from Robinson finds the zone for a strike. As a righty continues to loosen up the Ohio State bullpen. Penn State with 8 hits on the day. Everyone has 1 hit except for Billy Gerlot. The 0-1 coming, and that one's going to be hit out towards the right side of the shifted infield. Diving stop from McAllister. Throw on to first is just in time for the out. Beat Bobby Marsh by just one step, but both runners do advance, and that'll bring up Grant Norris.
That's remarkable. McAllister makes the error earlier in the inning. Routine ground ball to second. And now going to his right, makes the diving full extension backhand diving play to first base. Great job, McAllister. Great job of rebounding after that error. But Penn State, again, no more 2 runners in the scoring position.
Grant Norris with a chance of 2 runners on. First pitch, he'll see, is just going to miss the zone inside. Norris reached base twice in the 4th inning. First on a walk, he came around to score, and then singled in his later at-bat. It's 1 for 2 so far today. 1-0 from Robinson. Norris trying to check his swing, couldn't hold up in time. Norris, a .319 hitter so far this season. Average boosted up to .433 in 2-out scenarios. Count even at 1. Robinson delivers, misses low. There's a lot of speed aiding on the base paths right now. Piacentino at 7 steals, Harry at 6, so a ball in the outfield could score 2.
Grant Norris has some power, too. Like you said, this lineup's so deep. The home run numbers might not seem that impressive. This ballpark's so big.
2-1 coming to Norris. He just hooks that one foul on the third baseline.
Almost took off Jay Harry's head right there. He had to dive to get away to that. It's a hard hit ball down the line.
So Blaine Robinson just 1 strike away from getting out of this 5th inning. Not as bad as the 4th, but still 2 runs come across. 2-2, and Norris hits that one out towards shortstop. Nice stop from Casimir. Makes a throw on to first in time for out number 3. A hard hit ball from Norris, but couldn't keep the inning going. But Penn State still manages to put 2 across here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Penn State holds that 14-3 lead over the Ohio State Buckeyes. Don't go anywhere. Still a lot more action to come just halfway through this contest from Medler Field on CommRadio. Bottom of the 8th inning coming at you here at Medler Field from Lubrano Park. Logan Bourandas, Aiden Torok on the call for this game. And Ohio State, as if 6 pitchers wasn't enough, they'll head into lucky number 7 on the mound. It'll be Cole Pauly coming in for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I think we have some defensive changes as well.
Yeah, Pauly is one of the better pitchers for Ohio State. In limited work, he has a 2.7 ERA and 62/3 of innings pitched. Pauly, a freshman, but talented. Ohio State, like I said, some substitutions, and Penn State has some substitutions as well. Due up was Josh Spiegel, but Spiegel is not on the index circle. It looks like Ty Torty will come out to pinch hit for the Nittany Lions. This game has got out of hand for Ohio State. Both teams making some substitutions, emptying out their bench at the end of the game, end of the 3-game series here.
And it looks like Tyson Cooper going to be ready to hit after him in Billy Gerlont's spot. So we're seeing a lot of changes on this Penn State lineup as the Nittany Lions head ever closer to a series sweep. It'll be Ty Torty, the freshman, to lead off this bottom of the 8th inning.
And with the outfield, we talked about pinch hitters in the last inning for Ohio State. We have Aiden in the left field and Rawson in center. So the center and left fielder have changed for the Buckeyes. And Ty Torty will now come up the dish for Penn State.
And Ty Torty, he's 1 for 1 in his Penn State career. Looking to boost his average ever further. He's also walked twice in his career. First pitch he'll see from Pauly going to go well inside. So Penn State really emptying its bench to this point, seeing Torty coming up to bat. 1-0 coming to the lefty, and Torty pops that one high, right side of the infield. McAllister ranging in. It'll be Thomas, the first baseman, in foul territory to make the grab for the first down.
I'm really looking forward to Rob Cooper's post-game press conference. I think he's one of the more colorful coaches in the Big Ten. Always has something to say after the game. And he can't help you be smiling right now. Penn State on the verge of getting a series sweep right now. And the last time Penn State swept a conference opponent at home was Michigan State last year, May 8th to May 9th. Penn State has struggled. The baseball program's up and down the past couple seasons, but this weekend has been an overwhelmingly positive experience in the Lions.
We talk about Rob Cooper. We'll see his son hit right now in Tyson Cooper, a .297 hitter so far this year. He goes first pitch swing. He hits that one foul. It'll go out of play over the backstop.
Even more alarming, Ohio State has had Penn State's number, too. This is a rivalry, obviously, between these schools. These schools play each other all the time. And that pitch is out instant there for a strike. Penn State hasn't won a series against the Buckeyes. You know what the year was, Logan?
What was the year?
2012. Matt Harvey was starting the mound for the Mets at that season.
You threw out Matt Harvey out there. Oh, my God.
I was trying to give the listeners some analogy to gauge how much time has passed.
As Cooper fouls another one back yet again to stay 0-2.
That's the last time Penn State's won a series against the Buckeyes at home. April 27th, 2012.
The 0-2 again coming to Cooper. This time he takes one for a ball.
It's been a long time coming, and this series has been nothing short of fantastic for Penn State. They have left no doubt in these games. They have impressive performance all around, defensive, pitching, and obviously hitting. They've been remarkable today.
Taven Kelly stands on deck. The 1-2 to Cooper. He checks that one just outside. And we've seen Cooper get a good amount of playing time so far this year. He does have 37 at-bats, but he's been able to fill in a catcher as Penn State's tried Thomas Bramley out in the outfield.
They've put Bramley at DH a couple times, too. Cooper, not a bad backup catcher.
2-2 from Tyson. Checks his swing, just missing high.
Cooper, also the son of Coach Rob Cooper for Penn State. There's the father-son relationship right there. But
another son and Jake Cooper also on the roster.
Yes. But Cooper has poise behind the plate. More of defensive-minded catcher, though, than with the bat.
Full count pitch coming from Pauly. That one missing high for ball 4. And Tyson Cooper able to draw a walk just the 4th time he's been able to get on base via the walk all season.
Credit for Penn State. Even up 12 runs, they've decided to still work the count. They have not enlarged their strike zone. They have not chased. They have put up some great at-bats today against this Ohio State lineup. And we talked about 17 pitchers. The big reason why is because these Penn State at-bats have been so great.
We just talked about Jake Cooper. He's standing on deck for the Nittany Lions. So we'll see both Coopers today. But first, Taven Kelly coming up. Kelly had that triple earlier on in the day back in the 5th. He goes first pitch, swing out towards the right side. Diving stop from McAllister. Gets the one out at second, throw on to first, not in time. What a play from Josh McAllister to get the lead runner out.
Josh McAllister, credit to him. He's at times struggled today in the field, made an error earlier on a routine ground ball, but has made a couple impressive diving plays. This time going to his left, full extension to get that ball, keep it from going to the outfield, turns quickly, fires to second, get the force, and they were a hair late turning the double play. Taven Kelly's a fast player, got down the line fast right there. McAllister, though, impressive play, and Ohio State still playing some pretty good, some okay defense at times, despite being down 12 runs.
Sadly, we will not get a Cooper driving and Cooper scenario as Jake Cooper coming up, the younger of the two, the redshirt freshman. First pitch goes outside for a strike. Cooper, 182 hitters so far this season. He's 2 for 11 on the year with 5 strikeouts.
Coach Cooper has to be happy of getting his son a couple of bats here in this blowout against the rival Ohio State.
Kelly with a big lead at first. Cooper wails and misses on the high fastball, 0-2.
Cooper right there knows he doesn't get a lot of playing time, only 11 bats on the season. Trying to make the most of his time right now. That was a big swing. He was going right there for left field porch.
Cooper behind in the count 0-2. Pauly delivers, and Cooper going to line that one foul out to the right side of us.
No sound effect on that foul ball back here, Logan.
Maybe it's been used so many times today.
I know. It's been a long game. It's already 3:48. Game started at 1. It's been 2 hours, pushing 3-hour game right now.
Cooper still down 0-2. Pitch just missing the zone from Pauly.
It is interesting to watch college games. We talked about this earlier with the shift. It is feel a little different, with no pitch clock, and it does move at a slower pace. It's kind of old school baseball to last year.
Cooper still behind in the count. The 1-2 coming to him just misses hitting him on the inside. And looking at the on-deck circle, the next 2 hitters are players that were in the Penn State lineup. Thomas Bramley on deck, Jay Harry in the hole. Should Jay Cooper keep the inning going? Still a runner on first, two-way, bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 on the way to Jake Cooper. He chops that one middle of the infield as Casimir able to make the stop. He'll throw it on the first. That'll get the runner in Cooper in time for out number 3. A runner reaches base via the walk, but that's going to do it for Penn State. And the Nittany Lions 3 outs away from a series sweep over the Ohio State Buckeyes, holding that 15-3 lead. Don't go anywhere. The final 3 outs coming up on CommRadio.